Tony pay you to put him in this movie?
Well, actually, there's a funny story with Tony. He came over and auditioned for it, and then I said his hair was you called it nipple length.
Yeah.
I said you can be in the movie, but you have to cut your hair. And he kept trying to say, no, my character would have long hair. And I said, no, you have to cut your hair. And I didn't really have a reason, except for but he did it. He did it as in the film. You look good with a short hair, Tony.
He's just lazy and cheap. He doesn't like going to the barber. Yeah. It's like the dentist for most people. It's the barber for him.
Oh.
Well, we should also talk a little bit about the crazy ride, you guys, because you guys shot this 2 years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
And you premiered. You just got back from traveling. I was wondering if everybody could kind of chime in and talk about what they think now that they're 2 years past when they shot it. Are you guys able to watch the movie and separate yourself a little bit from it now, or is it still you just still watch it and go, man, I remember doing that. Like, yeah, I'm still. That's a bad segue, but a good question. So,
Yeah.
so if you guys want to pass the mic down and just talk a little bit about what your thoughts are on the movie now.
It's definitely helped me to watch it several times, because the first time I couldn't separate myself at all. I'm just like, what are you doing, Elaine? And then all the background shenanigans were still very much in my head. But now, after this is the 4th time I've seen it, I can just watch it as a movie, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it certainly changed a lot in my mind. I mean, when we filmed that, we were in high school, and some of us were in high school, not everybody, and now we're in college. I mean, it's a lot different.
Are you a robot? Is that why? That's how
Yeah, it likes my brains, or lack thereof. It's definitely been a ride, and this is the first time I've seen it since it got sort of re-edited by when it got its hands over to Dark Sky and Arcanum and stuff. So I love it a lot more now. Not that I didn't like it before. Stop talking.
Keep going.
I'm so sorry.
This has been great. I've seen it a number of times, and it was at the point where when it was screening in London, I almost couldn't I didn't sit through it at all because I really didn't want to see myself on screen. I started out acting in theater, and so I'm very critical of my performance because it has to change every night, for different audiences and things, and so it's kind of hard to watch myself on screen. But I like it. It's been a while, so I can finally sit through it all the way and enjoy it and laugh at all the jokes and stuff without thinking too much about it.
Yes, I think we're all in a grave situation. We're all very critical of ourselves, but the more we watch it, the more we like it. And it's wonderful, and it's been so long now that it's weird. I watch scenes and I forgot that it was like in the movie at all. Because the last couple of times I definitely didn't watch the whole thing. Like we just went out in the lobby and talked about people watching it.
Gossip is what you're saying. You gossip.
Yes, but this time I watched the whole thing and it was cool.
I think it's definitely a lot more polished than the first time I saw it. But yeah, it's still, I guess, a trip down memory lane for me. I don't know if that's just me, but just remember all the back scenes, like behind the scenes stuff that was going on while we were filming. So that's always fun.
Well, for me, the big thing that's changed is that, like, the first time I saw it, it was like, well, I mean, the environment in all of Emily's movies is like a summer camp. Especially with this one, though, because it was, like, during the summer, and a lot of people were in high school, so it really was, like, a summer camp for a lot of us. And it was, like, it was so much fun. So, like, the first time I saw it, it was a lot like watching, like, someone filming. It was like someone filmed what I was doing, happened to be doing, So it felt like, it barely felt like a movie almost. It felt like I was, like watching home movies filmed really well. But now I watch it, I can totally separate myself, and I can actually laugh at my jokes. Because the first time I saw it, I was just like, I fucked up. You laugh at your jokes. So the one joke that got me from day one and still gets me, that I can like totally laugh at myself about, is the robot monkey thing. Because that cracks me up. If anyone could have done that, would have made me laugh.
So you came up with that?
Well, it was like half me, half Paul Gandersman, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you were
Mostly me.
You were doing it in between takes, and because we were going to set up the camera, and somebody said just do that to end the scene.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I think one thing that's been interesting about seeing the movie or going to festivals and stuff where these guys are there is every time they tell me something like, you know what's really great in this movie? Santi, or you know what's really great in this movie? Like, they all like to talk really well about each other, and I think it's really sweet. They worked really well together, and everyone put in a lot of hard work and hours, and our whole crew, and some of them are here tonight as well. And I think that's something with low budget filmmaking that always, I think, will be on the screen, is that people are having a good time and really we're working hard to make it.
Are you tired of the movie now? Are you ready to just put it to bed?
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't watch it. I don't remember the last time I watched it. I was gonna watch it in Chicago, but then the projection was green, and so then I got really sad and I went out and cried in the lobby.
All right, so
we fixed it. It was fine. They watched the movie.
I was gonna say, I hope none of the questions from the audience make you sad and cry either, because then the fists are gonna fly. Just letting you know. But I think it's time to open it up to audience questions, especially those who want prizes. Nobody wants prizes.
Expensive.
Was the kind of theme song, the kids they bite, was that originally composed for the film, or was that a song of Win?
It was, and Santi is the one to talk about it because he did it.
Yeah. That's my old band from high school. We were called Whoa Palomino after a motel in New Mexico I've never been to. We recorded it with her brother, and it was fun. Like, yeah, and I was like, hey, you want to do something for the movie? It's like, got one right here. 2 days later, or like a month later, I don't know how.
People ask me about it. So would you put it up online? Or
yeah, we're going to be, 2 years later, we're putting it up online. It's pay what you want, and it'll be on Bandcamp. It'll be under wopalomino.bandcamp.com if you want to purchase it there, or just download it for free.
You get a prize, right?
Oh, yeah.
Prize.
I do.
Nice. All right, who else has a question?
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Oh, don't kill yourself. I saw a hand up there. Was I crazy? Did I just? Yeah. Okay, there you go.
So, like, the Drafthouse does, like, road shows and stuff. If you could do a road show of this movie, where would you have it shown?
Road? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we based we basically, the convention, some shots from the movie, actually, the larger shots of the con, and the whole, layout of the convention is based on a real convention in Minnesota called Convergence. And it's kind of like this celebration of geekdom. Something like Comic-Con is like a big kind of advertisement for a lot of big movies coming out, and you're walking in the big hall and you get stuck. And that's very much its own thing, but this is just a bunch of geeks hanging out for a weekend, and I really like the setting, so I wanted to tell our story in a place like that, and we showed it in their movie room, which looks just like our movie room, so it was very, whoa. and some of the kids came out to Convergence, and it was very kind of meta, because the movie is there.
Did you show the Where Armadillo short before it?
We should have.
The one that's in the movie?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Their full version?
It's like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's really good. That was just like, we had to, it was hard to pick a scene. Lauren, the other blonde, Lauren, in the film, who's bad, sorry. I wrote this film. Cindy, in the film, her parents are here. But she, sorry, she was the one. She and her friends made that, and she's the one whose legs were sticking out and is dead. So she plays 2 parts in this movie. Yeah, we were going to only introduce her as Randy at the Q&As, but we didn't.